Hi, my name is Abigail and I'm part of Shoreditch Radio, and today I wanted to do a short piece on mental health awareness. I'm joined with Shardai, who is the founder of Stay True.
Stay True is a campaign for awareness, just to get out there the message about depression, anxiety and suicide, and really try and create knowledge around the subject so that eventually you can knock down stigmas attached to it and taboos. As you know, that's still not talked about that much, you know, and it's just about getting it to a point where we can talk openly about it, and hopefully that will result in people not taking their lives, you know, because they can talk and get the help that they actually need.
Okay, I think a massive amount is about breaking the taboo. And tell us, was there a particular reason why you started Stay True?
I've suffered from depression since I was, you know, a young girl, and I've had suicide attempts, one being when I was a teenager. And just as I was recovering and feeling better, one of my very close friends was going down that all too familiar route of, you know, feeling low and feeling down, and he resulted in taking his life, my friend Chris. And this sort of initiated me into wanting to talk about it and just to express how I had experienced the illness. So I wrote a blog called My Hidden Truth, and it was just, you know, me opening up about how I had experienced it, and you know, how I was so scared to talk about it because I was so ashamed of how I felt, and I just didn't think that it was respected in the same way as a physical illness.
So knowing you, I would say you were super confident, the party girl, the one who's always looking after everyone. You'd be the last person that anyone would ever say suffered with anything like this. So what sort of reaction did you get when you came out to this? I remember seeing the video, which was so brave of you to put that on Facebook. What sort of reaction did you get when you came out?
God, I mean, I got so much support, and just really people were surprised because they said that, you know, you're popular, you've got loads of friends, like you're always sorting people out. I thought you'd be the last person to experience this, but then also people were opening up about them experiencing it, and I too was stigmatizing them because I was thinking you'd be the last person I'd imagine experiencing this illness. So it really got me thinking, what does a depressed person look like, and why are we still thinking that a depressed person is this, like, you know, lonely person that has no friends or no hope? It's like you could have everything going for you and you can still be having these
feelings. Such a secret, you know, it's such a secret disease that people don't feel confident to talk out about. And I think, you know, one of the main things is that people don't feel confident telling people around them, which is exactly what they need, a support mechanism to say that they're suffering with mental health, even though it's so widespread. It's 1 in 4 people, especially in young people. So why do you think it is still such a taboo in comparison with women, for men to say that they're suffering with depression or anxiety? Why is it still, do you think, so difficult for men to come out?
Well, I mean, I don't know everything in regards to that subject, but all I can say from my experience is that this unable to talk about it as openly. I mean, one of the statistics is that women are more likely to be seen by a doctor and to actually get help from a doctor, which shows that men just aren't going to the doctor, they're not going to ask for help. And lads just don't talk about it. It's as simple as that, you know, there's something missing in that connection with a group of lads, where they wouldn't just sit down and say, mate, like, I don't know why I'm feeling stressed out, I'm feeling anxious. because it's really hard to articulate that sort of pain that you're feeling, because you don't know yourself how you're feeling. To actually be able to make that connection with someone else and say this is it, is really hard, so then you avoid it. But actually the key is to just start talking and just say, you know, I'm not sure what this is, but maybe you could help, maybe we could talk about it. And it's that, you know, opening up in that way, especially for lads that aren't likely to do that. You know? And I think that's for Chris, sure, was, you know, he had a lot of female friends, really found it easy to talk to. And all of the mates afterwards that said, like, I wish he had just talked to me about it, but there was something stopping them because of the stigma. Because no one wants to be the depressed mate. No one wants to be that. I never wanted to be that. That's why I didn't want to tell my friends about it. I chose a select few. I didn't want to be the miserable daughter, you know. I didn't want to be that, you know, liability. And you've got a distorted view, so it's really difficult to actually engage with someone and explain to them how you're feeling.
And so people want to be part of Stay True and be really brave and put a video out there or something like that. So how can they get in touch with you? How can they get involved?
Well, in terms of the videos, when I first put that, I'll just say this, when I first put that video out, someone messaged me and said that they had actually written a suicide note and they happened to see this video because they were a friend of a friend. And that to me showed that, like, me being vulnerable in that way, which was, you know, very difficult, was actually able to directly help one person, and that's just one person I know about. So that's what I'm saying to people is, if we can create this tribe, this family of people that are willing to be aware and willing to be vulnerable, and to speak openly about their experiences with depression. Do a photo, do a video, write a blog for my website. You know, it's only a little baby, but I want it to grow. And it's going to happen organically. I'm not in a rush. But the main aim is for people to understand it from all angles, and because depression, anxiety, there's so many different aspects to it. It's really good to sort of go down all the avenues and have people talking about everything in regards to that. You know, just so awareness. And even if people haven't suffered from depression and they know friends that are, or family members, they can go on there and get on a level with them and really, like, relate to them a bit better.
So even if one person can watch this today and it makes them feel more comfortable about talking about it, or if you know someone that you think is suffering with a mental health you know, problem and you can speak to them about it, then that's made a difference. You know, we didn't want to go into too much detail today, we just wanted to raise awareness because one life is one life too many, and it's not, you know, it's not a taboo, it's just like any other illness that people suffer with, and we all need to be really, really aware.
And it's a knock-on effect. Once you start talking about it and opening up about it, your vulnerability allows someone else to meet you there, so then it just has this snowball, and then you're suddenly talking to people about subjects that you wouldn't have normally, and it's just so rewarding in that way. And you can find out, oh well, my auntie had that, or I know a friend that had that, or, you know, and it just starts this connection, and that's what it is. It's about getting a connection and being this tribe of people that are willing to support each other by talking and being aware.
And to me, you know, knowing people who are also, you know, who are suffering from, you know, mental health issues, you know, my thoughts to them are massive, that they're very brave, and, you know, we just need to vote this through, really. And there's so many charities out there as well that you can get involved in. I've recently signed up for mine to be a campaigner for them. There's so many charities, there's so many things you can do to get involved. So please do, and we hope today has raised a little bit of awareness, and that, you know, people feel a bit more open talking about it. So thank you so much for coming in. Do visit Shardai's Facebook page, Stay True. How can they get in contact with you, Shardai?
So it's on Facebook, it's Stay True, Combating Mental Illness Through Awareness. I've got a Twitter now, which I've just started, so giving you a bit of time. But that's Stay True 381. I've got a website, staytrueawareness.org, and if you want to email me about anything, it's staytrueawareness@gmail.com.
You can also get in contact with us here at Shoreditch Radio, Abigail.Fitch at shoreditchradio.co.uk. Thanks.
Thank you.